TikTok algorithm change number 1 is that you need to make sure that the keyword that you are using in the hook of your video is something that is large, something that a lot of people are searching for, and something that a lot of people have interacted with in the last 24 hours. Because if that isn't true, what's going to end up happening is TikTok is going to think there is a small audience for the content you're creating, and then as a result, you are going to get no views. You could make the best video in the world. It could be the highest quality. You could even have somebody famous in it, but if you mess this part up, it's going to destroy your reach right now because TikTok's changed their algorithm to be totally based on past view history. What does this mean? You need to determine exactly what keywords your ideal viewer is interacting with right now, add those keywords into your content, and boom, you're gonna get more views than you could have ever imagined. But I do wanna warn you, this is only change number 1. There are still 4 other changes that you need to make sure that you're implementing right now, because if you're not doing these things, it's why you're not getting views during, quite frankly, the easiest time ever, not only to grow on TikTok, but also to make money from TikTok. In fact, I just helped this creator get over 60,000 followers, this creator over 80,000 followers, and all they did differently than what you're currently doing is implemented the things I'm about to share with you. So here's how you can actually determine whether or not there's a large audience for something on TikTok. All you have to do is you literally just have to come into TikTok, pull up search right here. You want to do a search for something, and then in the top right hand corner here, you want to click on filters, and you want to then filter this by this month. You want to click apply, and this is going to reveal to you all of the trending videos under this topic. And if you're not happy with how many likes are showing with posts under this topic, you need to then choose a different topic, and literally just changing one thing. For example, this topic I'm looking at right now is fitness women over 40. If I just change this to over 50, we might get drastically different results. Or if I got rid of the age, we might get drastically different results. Or if I made it fitness for summer, we might get drastically different results. So you need to make sure that you're going through with all of the different keywords that you could potentially use for the video that you're about to create and vet whether or not they're actually getting the reach that you want. Because if you ignore this right now, you're going to be ignoring exactly how the TikTok algorithm works. Now, TikTok algorithm change number 2 is that you need to make sure you're taking advantage of the 3 post types right now that TikTok is pushing like crazy. The first post type that they are pushing are lives. I cannot emphasize this enough. If you go live regularly, and you don't have to do it every single day, but if you go live, it's going to increase the reach on all of your other posts. In addition to that, this is going to increase the amount of time people actually spend on your TikTok. And then as a result, TikTok wants to send more traffic to your page and ultimately give you more followers. The second type of post that you need to make sure you're doing right now are replying to comments with videos. If you get a good comment, it could be a rude one, it could be a positive one, it could be a thought-provoking one, you need to respond to it with a video and use that as your hook. Why? This does 2 things. 1, it trains your audience and your viewer that you actually look at the comments and that you reply to them, which increases the odds that they actually comment on your posts. Secondly, TikTok sees this right now as a great way to be able to loop a bunch of videos together, which means you could get multiple views for every viewer that you get on TikTok. So they want to push out creators that are creating content like this. And then the third type of content that TikTok is pushing like crazy right now are going to be memes. I cannot emphasize this enough. If you aren't uploading at least 1 meme a day on TikTok right now, you are going to get left behind in 2025, because memes get shared like crazy, get engaged with like crazy, and they help increase the reach on all of your other posts. Not to mention, posting a meme literally takes you like less than 30 seconds, and you don't even have to create content, and most of the time, these posts end up doing really well. Now, change number 3 is that TikTok recently changed how trending sounds work and what trending sounds you should be using and where you should be finding them. But before I share that with you, I need you to smash that subscribe button. If you want to grow quicker on TikTok, Instagram, or YouTube, I literally upload videos every single day about how to grow on these platforms. In fact, I quit my job working for Gary Vee to help you grow on TikTok. And that's exactly why I created a free TikTok growth course. You can get it at the pinned comment below. It's going to share with you things like the best time to post, the best hashtags to use, and so much more. What are you waiting for? It's literally 100% free. Just go to that pinned comment below. Okay, so here's the easiest way for you to be able to find trending sounds on TikTok right now. You're going to go to upload a post on TikTok. You're going to click on add sound right here. Now what you're going to be able to do is come under recommended right here, and this is going to show you a bunch of different recommended sounds. But what's even more important is if we come back right here and we come down to all the different playlists that they have, you might be able to see your niche in here, or you'll see TikTok viral, which is going to show you the top trending sounds on TikTok. Now, in order for you to actually know whether or not you want to use one of these sounds in your posts, you want to make sure that you come over to the sound, you want to click on it, and you want to see all the other videos that are showing up under here. And you need to make sure that the content that you are creating is in the same format, on the same topic, or on the same niche as all those other creators. Because if it's not, well then that's going to be a sign that that sound isn't actually trending for the type of content that you're going to be creating. Because the last thing that you want to do is use a sound that's irrelevant on one of your posts. In addition to that, you need to make sure that you come into the volume and lower the sound of the post if you're talking in your video, because you could still add a sound on TikTok and get credit for having a trending sound on TikTok, and it'll still increase your reach without viewers having to hear the sound. You should only have the sound be heard if you're participating in a trend, or if the sound actually matters and there's no other voiceover or anything like that in your video. Now, change number 4 is that you need to make sure you stop making the 3 biggest mistakes I'm seeing small accounts just like yours make on TikTok right now. The first one is you need to stop geotagging your location. You should not be doing this unless you are doing a post that is specific to a location. For example, if you're down at Carbone, Miami, and you're doing a food review, you're going to want to tag Miami for that. But if you're in the middle of nowhere, Kansas, please do not tag your location, and don't tag some random location. Only tag a location if it's actually relevant to the post. If you're doing the best 10 places to shop in LA, then of course, tag LA, but otherwise, do not put the geolocation, because all it's going to do is narrow down your audience and make it even smaller, so only use it in specific use cases. Secondly, you need to make sure you are not ignoring the description of your videos and the hashtags on your video. You need to make sure you're using the largest hashtags possible. You also need to make sure that that keyword from the hook of your video is also showing up in your hashtags and in your description, because if not, this is going to be a warning sign to TikTok that, hey, the video might not actually be about this topic. If you simply put the right keyword in the voiceover in your content, in the hook in your content, in the description in your content, and in the hashtags of your content, that is going to be the ultimate way for the TikTok algorithm to know exactly who to show your content to, and then your content's going to get shown to the right people. They're going to watch it for the right amount of time, and boom, this is going to increase the reach that you get on TikTok right now. And then the final mistake I need to make sure that you are not making is that you're actually using the right color text on your screen on TikTok right now. I cannot emphasize this enough. This is one of the most overlooked things when it comes to getting views on TikTok. There are literally only 3 color texts that actually help increase your reach. The first one is going to be red, and you want to use this to grab somebody's attention in the hook with a warning sign. Other than that, I would literally only use black and white, white and black, or yellow and black. Those are the only colors that I would use, because any other color that you use is only going to distract the viewer, and it's going to make TikTok think you don't actually know what trending content on TikTok looks like. I mean, I literally want you to go to your TikTok For You page right now and scroll, and I bet you're going to notice that you only see those colors when it comes to text, because they contrast with the most stuff, and it's what the TikTok algorithm actually thinks people want to watch. Now this brings me to the last and final TikTok algorithm change that you need to be aware of, and that is that it's taking longer for videos on TikTok to get views right now. I'm not saying that you can't go viral in 30 minutes or in an hour or even in a day. What I am saying is that you need to stop judging your posts after 30 minutes or even judging them after a day, because I'm seeing more delayed explosions on TikTok right now than I ever have before, and this is going to continue to happen. Why? Because TikTok wants posts that last longer than a day. They want posts that can get views for months, or views for weeks, or even for some of you, views for years. So you need to stop getting anxiety or getting all worried when your post doesn't do well in the first 30 minutes, because it doesn't matter. What really matters is whether or not your post has done well after the first 7 days. If your post is still flop after the first 7 days, then it's a sign that it wasn't actually a good post and that you could learn something from it. But you need to wait at least that long before you can determine whether or not a post is going to do well or isn't, because I've seen so many posts blow up after the first 24 or 48 hours. Now at this point, there's only 1 or 2 reasons you're not getting the growth that you want to on TikTok right now during, quite frankly, the easiest time ever to grow and get monetized. And that's either 1, you're ignoring the things that I just shared with you in this video, or 2, you just don't actually know what to do. And if that's you, I personally want to help you. In fact, I want to work with you one-on-one to guarantee I can help you grow quicker on TikTok so you can finally get the views you want, get the followers you want, and ultimately get monetized. If that sounds interesting, well please, keep watching this video, because I've got a special offer for you. The opportunity to grow on TikTok and this organic reach that we're currently seeing is not going to last for forever. And the only two things holding you back from getting the followers that you deserve right now on TikTok and the followers that you want is one, you haven't implemented the steps that I share with you in this video to help you get more followers, and two, you haven't gotten into my TikTok mentorship program yet, where I literally am going to guarantee that I help you get more followers in the next 30 days, or you get your money back, 0 questions asked. And the way that this works is I'm going to tell you exactly what to post, when to post, what hashtags to use to guarantee that you get more followers in the next 30 days. If that sounds interesting, then please go to the link in the description below and get signed up right now. The average person that's gone through this program has gained over 50,000 followers, and nobody has ever gone through it and gained less than 6,500 followers if they implemented everything that I share with them. And since you're still watching this video, I'm going to assume that you're above average. So the odds of you gaining over 50,000 followers is probably quite high. And it doesn't matter what your background is or what your niche is. This program is going to help you get more results faster and easier. If you're struggling right now to grow on TikTok, you need to get into this, because every single day that you wait, it's only going to get harder to grow. So what are you waiting for? Go to the link in the description below and sign up right now. You literally have absolutely nothing to lose. You're going to get more followers on TikTok, or you're going to get your money back. In fact, this creator just went through this program and gained over 10 million followers. This creator over 14 million, and this creator over 16 million. And I want you to be my next success story. So please stop procrastinating, invest in yourself now, and get the TikTok followers that ultimately you deserve. Or I strongly suggest you check out the next 2 videos I put up on the screen, because they're the videos YouTube thinks you should watch next. Thank you so much for watching.